this is my place up here in New York Mills. It's just about 45 acres of trees and gardens and sculptures and a few buildings, and this is where I live. I was going to the College of Visual Arts in St. Paul back in the early 90s, and I was there for illustration originally. That's what I was majoring in, and then I took some sculpture classes and really enjoyed them. At first I was intimidated a little bit by sculpture, but once I started figuring out how to work with the metals and wood and everything and use the tools, I really enjoyed it, and especially when I learned how to weld, that really kind of ignited the desire to sculpt for me. I've experimented with woods and different types of metals, like aluminum and bronze, but I really have kind of gotten into the realm of steel, and I use cast iron once in a while too, but mostly steel is what I like to work with. The way it's been used throughout the ages is a big inspiration for me. The way it's built the industrial world and, you know, been the backbone of skyscrapers and bridges and basically all structural things. My process for making sculpture, it varies, but I'll kind of do some drawings and loosen up my thoughts and stuff, and from that, if one really strikes me as something that I'd like to make, then I could use the drawing and figure out proportionately how to build it, or make a cardboard model of the piece and figure out exactly how I want to do it three-dimensionally, and then build the piece out of steel and or cast iron from there. Sometimes the material itself inspires me to make something out of it, and that can be fun too. In that case, I don't always need a drawing or a model. Sometimes I can just see something in a piece of metal that I want to cut or weld to it to make a sculpture. So those are fun too. In my house I've got a little kind of a smaller piece. It's a cast iron piece that I really like. I call it Tooth, and it's kind of inspired by maybe Stonehenge type things and structure and that type of idea. I'm working on some farm machinery type pieces that I have in the yard here, and I like those. The inspiration for these is old farm machinery combining with extinct creatures kind of look. So this one's called Stegaplow. And this one here I really like. This is called Tusks. So it's got the mammoth tusk feel to it with kind of an old digger implement farm machinery piece that's been modified, of course, because I like to take things apart and then reassemble them a little differently. That's kind of how I come about the farm machinery pieces I've been working on. And here we are at Fossil. This was a sculpture I made this year, 2014, and I just, I wanted to galvanize a sculpture. I've been wanting to do that for about 15 years now, and I thought with this piece it would be a good piece to galvanize, kind of the bone type of a feel to it. And so I brought it down to Winstead, Minnesota, and had it hot dip galvanized this summer. I'm very happy with the way it looks. It was really shiny when I first got it back, and it's kind of getting a little dull, which I like too. I liked it shiny, but I like how it's changing, kind of like with some of the rusting that some of my other pieces do. It's fun to watch it evolve with the weather and the rain, and we'll see what happens after it gets snowed on this winter. But I like watching the pieces change their patinas. I built this model, and I've got 2/3 of the sculpture completed in actual size, and when it is done, it'll be right around 16 feet tall, which will be the tallest piece to date. And so I've got 2 more, I call them wing type pieces cut out there, but I need more steel to cut out the other 2, and then I also need to find the steel for the middle tank part, and then I can finish this particular sculpture. Being an artist in a small town has a lot of benefits, because a lot of people know you and are willing to help out, you know, donate materials to you, and like give you a heads up if somebody's looking for some artwork, or if there's a gallery that's got a show that they know your work would fit into or something. So yeah, that's very helpful. I kind of look at my pieces as conversation starters, so yeah, people can be inspired to talk with other people about either it or something related to it. I like that. And they are abstract pieces, so they don't always give a definite focal point as to what it is, so it's interesting to hear everybody's point of view about the different pieces I create.